The core of this society is not reason, it's not human decency, it's not corporate greed by itself in a way that one can find a way around. It is sexual sadism supported by eugenics, which is scientific racism, etc. It's lying about the social order. It's an unnatural kind of science, social order, and scientific Satanism. Okay? This is the core of society. When you work the angles, you know them by their works. There's no other way it could be. Why are they screening this guy out instead of putting him on an island, if for nothing else, with a female with her tubes tied, to keep the sun gate open as long as possible? Why not send him attractive females? Allow him to reproduce on this island. Keep him in this island. It's not very hard to keep someone in this on an island when the entire UN and everyone else is in NATO and so on are against him. Okay? Put him on this island. When people demonstrate certain traits, send him to the island. Don't drug him. Don't fume him. Okay? You can't beat him in competition because you're cheating. You're controlling reproduction. You're fuming him. You're sabotaging him. There isn't any competition. If you knock him out, you're an idiot. Oh, you knocked out this guy. It's like knocking out Muhammad Ali if he was in a wheelchair or something. It doesn't make you the champ. It makes you a stupid fuck. Okay? And so it is with the top martial arts. You've been cheating him. You've been fuming him. You've been drugging him. His whole life you've been pestering him and trying to make him eat fast food and drugging him and trying to keep him from being who he truly is, confusing him, giving him systems that are designed for other body types. You are cheaters. You can never possibly beat this guy's bloodline. It has been over for a long, long time. He has been the Narmer's representative for a long, long time, his bloodline. There is no undoing that. He is the heir. You cannot magically make yourself the heir. Okay, the son, God has chosen. So with that being said, who would do such a thing? Who would insist on giving man no way out? No logical way, because knowing other people and yourself is about logic. Who am I? Well, I'm related to this guy. Okay, he's the son of this guy. My mom is this guy, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da, right? This is the culture they have, so on. So you start working the angles, right? Are you from a long line of slave masters with blood money? Are you like me, the son of a refugee? Are you, who are you? Okay? Are you from the oppressed class? The Lord is a stronghold for the oppressed. Or are you the oppressor that needs to give up his ill-gotten gains and put himself beneath the most noble of the oppressed before it's too late, which is marked by me when I die? Because the other oppressed have cultures that reject me. There isn't a place on this planet where they wouldn't reject me, given just a little bit pressure from globalists. Their culture should receive this guy and be willing to fight to the death for principle. If it does not do that, it is unworthy. I can honestly say, before I saw myself this way, if the righteous man had come this way, okay, and he was someone like me, and I knew that, and I didn't believe that I was above him because he could beat me in martial arts. His argument was more compelling than mine. I couldn't for the life of me reason. I would have fallen in line. I would have obeyed God through him, period. How come nobody else can say the same thing? How come nobody else does the same thing? Because they are unworthy. They are not the sons of God. If you were the children of God, you would obey God through me. Am I not doing the works of my Father in heaven? Am I not insisting on truth while you're all controlled opposition, cultural imperialists, people in cultural prisons? Okay? There's no way around it. There isn't a culture in the world that would accept me. There isn't a single family in the world that I'd expect to be a transcendent group in another culture in the world that would accept me. So we must consider transcend versus balance and try to survive in this world versus balance in darkness. Their argument is find a bunch of people, stigmatize them, try to make them black so no one thinks of black people as good people, make them criminals, screen them out. Okay? Screen out the top martial artist because he's too good, and say that being an idealist and not a moral relativist is inferior. So they're functionalist, Enlightenment era philosophy having guys. They're screening out the righteous. They're creating scum so they can screen them out and say that they're better than them. Contrast, trace. Okay. Cunning and conning, like they conned the Native Americans. Like they conned the slaves into continuing to survive under dishonorable circumstances, which would breed them to be subordinate to white Western Satanism. Whether it's Jew, white, whoever's doing it, they're doing it together. It is not so important. It's coming from white-skinned people, and they're Satanists. Okay, and you know them by their yuppie-related works. You know them by the cultures in the world they're allowed. Going back to 1 John 2:15, do not love the world or anything in the world. If anyone loves the world, love for the Father is not in them. I want you to ask yourself, what is more of the world than a fraternity in college, than the royal family of England, than the rich Bill Gates? Then what is more worldly than that? What is more worldly than yuppie culture? These guys have variations of yuppie fraternity culture. Bill Gates may as well be in a college fraternity. Look at him. Look at how he dresses. Look at the royal family of England. Look at how they dress. Look at how they behave. Look at how they speak. Okay? They're fuming me to mess up my speech patterns, but you know you can see that a man of righteousness is pushing in the face of sabotage. You know, it's like King Kong is banging on something and he's been tranquilized, and magically you can't tell that he's King Kong. And so it is with the top martial arts. You are blind if you do not see me. It's a basic martial art principle, like I went into the video 2 videos ago or whatever, where you said understand yourself, master yourself, and understand others. And master in Greek, right? Heros means master, hero. All right. Survive versus moral, or as a root word for hair, whatever language it is. Survive, so bred to ignore truths. Survive versus moral imperative, having a moral imperative, right? Who says life is preferred? The low-down American Luciferian energy. This is the long, you know, it's kind of like the military person, military intelligence when they're off duty, kind of off-duty military, kind of good old boy, golden boy, kind of cop with American flag. They have a certain Luciferian energy. It's fake goodness. It's a Luciferian light. Think in terms of illusion. Imagine they have a Luciferian light shining from them, and watch how much it suits them, because that is who they are. That's usually what I do when I was training. I'd assign an image to what they are. Now, if you're some kind of magic card bitch, you can't do it carefully. You can't do it correctly. If you have the eye of Horus, this very discerning eye, you have insight, you can start to see that energy and then put a picture to it. Kind of like painting, right? You're expressing it, except for I'm expressing it for the terms of purpose of martial arts combat and mastering that energy with the true spirit of God, putting it beneath my feet. Okay, so one thing I would do, as I pointed out in other videos, I do certain martial art kind of energy and spirit moving motions, and I'd extract this energy from the environment and any kind of conflicting energy inside me. I'd visualize it and I'd strike it down. I'd spear it. I'd spear the evil spirit, which is really a world energy of the enemy. Okay, and of course there's planets like the moon that affects the tide. There's things in the heavens rather that affect the tides, heavenly bodies. Right? You know, figure it out information, right? Configuration. They're trying to alpha shun. Okay. Consideration, revelation, foundation. Foundation, found the energy, found the essence of the betrayal of the spirit of righteousness, and I'm trying to master it and strike it down. And as you do this, all the conformist ninnies of the world start to notice and gang up on you. Okay, so they're cheating the hero. Okay, what they're doing is they're suppressing this guy and they're saying, here I am, ma'am, I'm a hero, but they're working for a corrupt state. Okay, some people in the military, they're kind of friendly, you know, so on and so forth, right? That's not what this is about. This is about the truth. It is wrong to work for the government, whether you work at the fucking DMV or the military. It's a corrupt world, and no servant can be greater. You are the servants of the corrupt, pedophile, sexual sadist corporate state, and as they're suppressing the hero, your relationship is built on the foundation of found alpha shun, the alpha and the omega, the beginning and the end. I am the last, and I'm in the spirit of the first. He who comes before all, God. He who was there before man came, before the earth came. He who forged man for billions of years, after billions and billions of years, here comes man, here comes the end. I am the end of God. I am the mastered human being. And any female that rejects me rejects God and the ideal man of all time. I am the top martial artist ever. I am the ideal man ever. No cockiness, no ulterior motives. Okay? Consider everything that's happened. I am the final point of a generational arrow and pyramid pointing up, pointing to the core of righteousness through the martial art order. It is like a witch that refuses to obey the most righteous king that ever was, who's the top martial artist, going to the woods and saying, we will summon this, summon that. It's just like, shut the fuck up, bitch. Just shut up. You have no right to divide the house of righteousness and fool them with your magic card, illusion, Houdini bitch shit. That is despicable. And you're doing it so that you can have a bunch of fucking weird emo looking pussies, you know, a bunch of goofy Ren and Stimpy like bitches, extract the most attractive women on the planet, who incidentally have been bred to be evil. They are the culmination of generations of hero shunning, of generations of sleeping with the enemy and developing that yuppie, indifferent, fake fucking charity attitude. Utter rubbish. The poor will always be with you, and your half-ass attempts to help them are despised by the Lord. But I am the last. How dare you not submit to God through me? You will be punished.